Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crossing the Line. We're going to take a look at this story from the Post-Millennial today. Hillary Clinton has been badgered by another person. She's had been attacked at a conference in the last 2 weeks, twice I believe, and just goes to show you that people don't forget. And no matter how hard you can sweep all this stuff under the rug, people don't forget, and we will remember the things you have done. And we will call you out when necessary. Now, this gentleman here, you can see in this photo, obviously getting dragged out of the event, I could say, to put it nicely. Poor fella, I think he needs to work on his ground game a bit better. But we'll read the story here from the Post-Millennial. Man dragged out of Hillary Clinton event after asking about Bill's trips to Epstein Island. You can imagine the look on her face when someone talks out of turn to her. Former Democrat U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was in for a rude awakening on Friday when her speech was interrupted by an individual demanding answers to the Clinton family relationship with the deceased pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Hillary Clinton was campaigning in Houston, Texas for Democrat mayoral candidate Sheila Jackson Lee when independent journalist Alex Rosen interrupted her speech, which left both Clinton and the attendees stunned. "Hey, Hillary, why did your husband visit Epstein Island 26 times? Rosen shouted to Clinton as he rose up from his seat. Clinton not answering the question prompted Rosen to repeat it. The video then shows a crowd of shocked faces. Many attendees got up from their seats and began chanting Sheila in order to drown Rosen out. Rosen attempted to get close to the stage, but prevented by security. Video shows Rosen in the ground with multiple security guards dragging him out of the event by the back of his shirt. We'll see this short clip here, shall we?
You want somebody who's going to get up every day.
Hey, Hillary, why'd your husband visit Epstein Island 26 times?
Is this really necessary, guys? Is this really necessary? Is this really necessary, sir? Hey, is this necessary, officer? You guys are dragging a grown man out. Is this necessary? Seriously, come on. Hey, is this necessary, guys? Don't hit me, man. You guys are dragging somebody out in public.
You're not welcome. Private event.
You decide
Why do you guys support like just endless government spending? I mean, she's giving more money to white people in Ukraine than you freaking idiots in Houston keep voting for her. Watch out. Endless money to Ukraine, endless money for Israel. She's not anti-establishment. You guys vote for the same shit over and over again. Same crime. It's gonna be like just like Chicago. You guys love this shit.
All right, you have a blessed day, sir.
He might have to watch out. He doesn't get assassinated or suicided after that stunt, but I'm glad he wasn't hurt, and they finally let him up off the ground anyway. That was pretty friggin' funny. The Clinton family has an extensive documented history with the late pedophile and sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, who reportedly took his life in a Manhattan jail cell in 2019. Wow. Still got to say reportedly took his life. It's the Post-Millennial, though. These guys they know what they're talking about. While waiting for a trial for his crimes, while Bill Clinton was president of the United States, Jeffrey Epstein visited the White House 17 times, according to the visitors' logs. Flight logs show that Bill Clinton flew on Epstein's Lolita Express at least 26 times. Upon initial discovery that Bill Clinton was a frequent guest at Epstein's pedophile island, the former Democrat president released a statement in which he acknowledged having gone on 4 different trips with Epstein, albeit not to this island. Bill Clinton, in a statement, claimed that he's much of trips on Epstein private jet. That's a bit of a weird statement there, guys. Private jet were in relation to Clinton Foundation philanthropy, and on every leg of the trip, he was accompanied by the staff, foundation supporters, and Secret Service agents Bill Clinton reportedly ditched his security detail multiple times and declined Secret Service protection at least 5 times while aboard the Lolita Express, choosing to fly alone with Epstein. I wonder what he could have been getting up to all alone with Jeffrey Epstein. Bill Clinton has maintained that he was unaware of Epstein's terrible crimes. Oh, yeah, I'm sure, buddy, during their friendship. Following the interruption, Alex Rosen issued a public announcement on his on X to his followers. He said, "I am not suicidal. I did not kill myself." This is in reference to many people who have been found dead after claiming to have dirt on the Clinton family. Here. I will never be quiet, Rosen added. I will never be quiet. Keep up the good work, bro. That's fantastic. I mean, if you get the chance to call out one of these people, call them out publicly like that, that's fantastic. I suggest you do so. But obviously, don't break any laws. Don't do anything that would get you in trouble besides obviously getting tossed out of that event. I don't think he should really be facing any charges. He didn't assault anyone. He just used his free speech rights and asked a question. I mean, they kind of acted like assholes and dragged him out like that, but, you know. Not only did this happen to her this time, another time, she was speaking on the 24th, and this happened as well. She was called out by yet another person as she was giving a speech about the oncoming World War III that we're headed towards. Anti-war activist confronts Hillary Clinton over Joe Biden's warmongering speech, rushing to World War III at Columbia University's Institute of Global Politics Forum. During Monday's event held by Columbia University Institute of Global Politics, Hillary Clinton was heckled by an audience member, urging her to denounce a recent speech from Joe Biden regarding over the $100 billion he's asking for funding various world conflicts. The hypocrisy of this speech, the man said. Anti-war activist confronts Hillary Clinton over Joe Biden's warmongering. We'll take a quick look at this clip. It just goes a bit longer, but we'll have a look and we'll see what you reckon, eh?
Struck by the hypocrisy
of
this.
Two more people to hear from.
I'm sorry.
You have a chance. Well, I'm not sorry. You sit down.
I know you're not sorry. That's the point. The hypocrisy of this speech. The hypocrisy of the fact that what do you have? Can you please make a statement about President Joe Biden's speech? This is a clearly warmongering speech. President Joe Biden is calling for $100 billion of funding for Israel, Taiwan, and Ukraine, and we're supposed to just bundle these together and pretend like we're going to rush to World War III, and we're all just going to let Hillary Rodham Clinton sit here. Okay.
I'm sorry. You know, this is not the way to have a conversation.
I'm sorry.
If you want to have a conversation, you're welcome to come talk to me afterwards.
You can sit here. Okay, right. You're gonna wait for me, right? Please, I do not believe you.
I will listen to you, and I will respond to you.
I do not believe you. Respectfully, I do not believe you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, she'll be waiting for you out in the car park with a fucking with a gun, bro. Can you please make a statement about President Joe Biden's speech? This is a clearly warmongering speech. President Joe Biden is calling for $100 billion of funding for Israel, Taiwan, and Ukraine, and we're supposed to bundle these together and pretend like we're going to rush to World War III. This is not the way to have a conversation. If you want to have a conversation, you're welcome to come back to me afterwards, Clinton said. Respectfully, I do not believe you, the man shouted back, and the fact of the matter is the American people's voice what need to be heard, because the president is not speaking for the American people, and neither are you. Clinton continued to shout at the man to sit down, and the man responding, "I'm going to exercise my free speech." Clinton said that the man interrupting was not considered free speech, to which that means this is free speech, this is not free speech, this is people constructing narratives who are openly hypocritical. I'm sorry. Will you denounce Joe Biden's speech? The man asked Hillary, continued to, as Hillary Clinton turned to continue the conversation on stage. What I want to hear is from Hillary Rodham Clinton to denounce President Joe Biden's warmongering speech. He's trying to push us into World War III. Do you understand? It's not about Israel and Palestine. It's not about football. This isn't football. It's not Team America. What I have done is asked Hillary Clinton to denounce the president's openly warmongering, suicidal, idiotic speech. And I have given my answer. I will not do that, so that's the end of our conversation. Columbia SIPA posted the talk on its YouTube page, which can be cut out the portion of the man shouting at Clinton. Oh, fantastic. Cut out the little bit of dissent in that conversation. Someone actually asked a question that's worth asking and has some divisive views, or makes Hillary actually put her on the back foot and makes her actually have to defend her warmongering and that, and you cut it out. Aren't you guys just a fucking beacon of honesty? Our world is facing increasingly complex and urgent challenges, from the global rise of authoritarianism to rapidly worsening impacts on climate change. Clinton said in a press release announcing IGP's launch. I am thrilled to partner with Dean Milo to Yahi Milo to launch the Institute of Global Politics, which will bring world leaders and practitioners together in New York City to advance evidence-based policy in pursuit of a better world. There is no better time for this institute, no better place for it than Columbia University. IGP will host a cohort of inaugural Carnegie Distinguished Fellows over the 2023-2024 school year at Columbia, which with fellows including Stacey Abrams. She's obviously working for the WF, and I think these people who have called her out over the last couple of weeks really need to be careful and watch their back. Anyone calls out Hillary Clinton, obviously has some adverse health reactions to doing that a lot of the time. Sometimes they hang themselves, shoot themselves in the chest with a shotgun in the middle of nowhere, and that's a suicide apparently. Remember that though. But yeah, things happen around Hillary and the Clintons that are pretty sketchy and legitimate questions. Does she denounce Joe Biden's warmongering? Does she denounce the Epstein friendship? Does she have anything to say about the matter with Epstein? But are we ever going to hear any of the names that come out of that? Are we going to hear anyone getting arrested over that besides Maxwell? I doubt it. Nothing will come of it. They've done it blatantly in our face, and no one's gonna remember it in 10 years' time, except us conspiracy theorists. But if you guys get the chance to call out any politicians, you see any politician or anyone like Hillary, anyone like that is on the left and, I don't know, tries to globalize our country and turn us into a communist state like a lot of people are in this country, ask them a question. Be respectful, or not. I don't care. Honestly, just don't get arrested. Don't do anything illegal or violent, But yeah, ask them a question. Film it. Get their response. See what they do. See how they quiver when they're asked a direct question. Because I remember watching some of the cold and flu talks that Jacinda Ardern did over the last couple of years, and anytime anyone asked her a question that she just didn't agree with, she just smiled and said, "Oh, I'm not going to answer that because you're just a conspiracy theorist," and then kicked them out and went somewhere else if she had to, so that they could continue the conversation without being asked questions that she didn't want to answer. But it's always nice to see politicians and these scum people squirm, like Luke Radowski from We Are Change. He does a lot of these kind of things where he pounces on a politician and asks them all sorts of questions. Some of the questions I think are little cuckoo, but a lot of them are right on the money. So you ever get the chance, ask them, film it, make sure you get their response, and then upload it everywhere and send it around and make sure everyone sees how inept they are at answering any of these questions and how biased they are. And get it out there. What do you guys think anyway? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.